Welcome to the stream. For sure. Starting quite late tonight, so it's going to be a short one. But I still want to do something. Kind of wanted to relax tonight after the nightmare that was tonight. Haha, guess what I did with my night? Against better judgment. There we go. So that's what we're gonna play. We're gonna play a couple of this. I promise tomorrow's stream will be a bit more structured, for sure. I'll get it together tomorrow, but we'll do this a couple runs only, probably, just so that I can chill before tomorrow. So yeah, I'll do something a bit more structured come tomorrow. Now, who do we want to play as? Everyone, we've done the first two. We've completed the first two episodes, except for some reason I went ham on the robot for some reason. Let's go warrior. Worse than a curse. Oh, we've tried this one before and lost bad. I'm gonna lower audio just a bit more. Okay, welcome back to Dicey Dungeons.
Oh, no.
Remember, if you'd like to be on the show, just write us here at the dungeons. Don't forget to whisper your most secret hope into the envelope. Hope into the envelope. So this is the one where, as you level up, we get weaker and weaker. We ended up just being a bit too weak by the end when we tried to do this once. So. Great. Nice. Spared. Give me. Thank you so much for the follow. Is it? I've got old man eyes. It looks like eggplant, but it's written quite interestingly. But thank you so much for the follow. I definitely appreciate that. Massively appreciated. Go ahead and take that. Okay, so I don't know if I need to change up the strategy. So when we lost last time in this episode, I just ended up being a bit too weak, and I just don't want to. I don't know the risk reward versus leveling up versus just really capping our max HP. Like, I thought I had a good strategy before. It's going pretty well. It's been a long night for myself. How are you doing? I'm mentally and physically tired, but it could, oh shit, be a lot worse. Can't believe it's only Tuesday. Let's try to get a 6 here. No. I still feel, though, that the benefits of leveling up are nice compared to losing max HP. I think I still need to stick with that strat. I just don't think I can not, like, choose to try to level up less. Pretty average is pretty good. I always go back to, like, a certain Charlie Brown comic strip, one of my favorites that I've seen from Charlie Brown, that's like, he's writing a letter or something. He's like, my day's been pretty good, but for me, that's about as best as I can hope for. You know, it could be a lot worse. It's like, yeah. I haven't left bed in days. What's happened? Sick? Hurt? Sad? I can relate to all of those. Hope everything's alright with you, though. Great, bunch of 4s. Give me... Hold off on using Fury. Oh, hey, Christine. How are you? A bit of both. Like I said, I feel you. I hope you feel better sooner rather than later. For sure. On all fronts of those. You know, if it's sad, I hope it gets better. If you're hurt, if you're actually like physically hurt, hope that resolves itself faster. Today was weird, dude, and it's only Tuesday, and yeah, today was weird. I saw you on Twitter though talking about how weird today felt for you. Give me a 6. Damn. But a bunch of like little super wrongs, like little. Yeah, those suck. Because then it's like, if it's like a couple of big things, you're like, oh, this clearly just went wrong, and then I can't. And most of the times it's out of your control or whatever. But then when it's like a bunch of the little things, like the little cuts, metaphorical cuts, that everything just went to shit, and it just really adds up, like especially like mentally. Probably just like you can't like catch a break throughout the whole day, and then your whole day just feels weird. You're like, and you're noticing that like everything is just falling incorrectly in very weird ways. This kind of sucks. The boy can't get a 6 to save his life here. Who do I think I can take on with 6 health? Honestly, no one. I think I took too much damage in that last fight. Give me a 6. Damn. Little rolls. Little rolls. Alright, I'm gonna need a generous 6 again. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I should be fine. I dodged the bullet. Unless I just cannot get a good roll at all. Ooh. Too close for comfort. Yeah, I remember back a few weeks back when I had started playing this, I caught up on all like the patch notes and stuff, and remember seeing that they had apparently adjusted Sneezy. Apparently it was a bit OP. I think I played I don't remember exactly, but I think I started playing after whenever that adjustment was made. Give me that. To give myself like some fake health, basically. Hello, Mr. Rizzard. Great. Okay, I probably should have rerolled the 2, but it is what it is. Oh god. That sounds horrible. Like every once in a while you run into like an enemy that seems to do a ton of damage, but that just seems especially too good for like an early level enemy. Let's see what I get with this. Yeah. Cool. Bad rolls tonight. Bump. Actually, maybe if I can reduce the size of one of those things. Do I like broadsword or do I like the electric thing? Being able to shock on 6 is nice. Do I care about 2 more damage? I'm just gonna pass. Thank you for the offer though, salesman. I'm gonna go... Oh, it's a mimic. Oh god. Oh, hello. Hello, fella. Dope. Damn it. Oh, this is my favorite music. I'm so glad that I like thought to go find this on like Spotify and add this to some playlists. Fuck, this part is so good. I love it too much. Oh, so they must have done like a lot of adjustments. Also, you must be a pro. Or, when I say that, it sounds like I'm being condescending. I don't mean that. I meant pro, like, just that you've played it before. And then it also seems like, since you're just seeing the differences, and maybe it's been a while since you've played. I don't know why, like, I think there's the natural thing is like, oh, you're being, like, condescending if you're like, oh, you must be a pro, and I didn't mean it to sound like that, so I apologize if it did. I was just, like, you've played it before is all I meant. Pro Dicey Dungeons player. Which of these? Okay, this would shrink that and then allow me to put. I think I want to do that to get this in there, to then give myself a chance to get both of these if I get like a 5. Dicey Dungeons. I think this is, it's funny because in the Spooktober 2020 trailer thing I made, I only realized it after I rendered the video that I called the game Dicey Dungeon without an S at the end of it. And it rendered, and then I was looking at the video a couple times before I posted on stuff. And then I was like, fuck, I totally misspelled the game. And it was like a thing where I could have gone back and just changed it and then re-rendered and did all the thing. And then I was just like, it doesn't really matter. In the video, it'll be called Dicey Dungeon. In life, when saying the game, I've said Dungy Dice. I've called it everything. Oh, you never played. You just watched a bunch of it. Okay, that makes a lot more. That also makes sense. I just assumed. I just automatically assumed to like, oh, you've been playing it or whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's open this. Poison. Poison. This battle song is so good. I cannot get over it. And then it has that like smooth jazzy section. Dungy dice, isn't there Dungy? What does Dungy mean? Dungy is a thing, right? Dungy? I don't know if that was a smart thing to do, but... Oh, I shouldn't have because... Yeah, I kind of fucked myself there. Whoops. Alright. Sorry, I had to... My phone was getting a thing. Max 3. Oh, and here's that smooth jazz. I wish I had played a lot more of this game back when it was new, but it was just at the time when it came out, I didn't have a PC, and so I was just doing, I was just kept hoping and wishing it was gonna get ported to like PS4 or whatever, and it never did. And then finally, when I got a PC, I was like, all right, time to get Dicey Dungeons, because it is an extreme me game. I have not yet, but I plan to do that for some October streams. I'm specifically, that was what I was kind of talking about the trailer thing, is I like curated a list of games I'm going to be specifically doing for the Halloween, October, fall month mood type things. And one of the things I want to do is specifically the Halloween mods for this game. So I'm excited to see those as well. So no, I have not yet, but very much looking forward to it. I'm sure they're gonna be fun though. I'm sure I'm gonna have a grand old time. What is this now? Claw, Iron Shield, Taser. Max 3 shocks enemy. So definite shock, but you can only cap at 3. Claw, Iron Shield. I'm gonna pass, but thank you. I'm really excited. Yeah, and I appreciate you not not openly spoiling anything. You don't give off the impression that you would do something like that, but I definitely appreciate you considering. I'm excited for it though. I only started playing this like a month or two back, and when I saw that when I was going through the updates and saw that they had like a special dedicated like Halloween mods, and then if we were coming into October, I was like, shit, I need to hold off on doing those until we get there. Give me this. Hiya. Get your rocks out of here. Really hope I win this episode because I don't want to have to do this one again. Yes. You think you're so great, but you know what? You're not. Rocks are great and they're gonna get you. I love how he loves rocks so much. But yeah, that'll be sometime, oh, I can't even pick him up, I forgot. Sometime in October, I'm gonna get to him. Well, answer me this. It's not like, I'm not, ruining might not be the right word, but the fact that I haven't finished all the regular base episodes, that's not gonna be like a problem for me going into like the Halloween ones, right? I would assume not. The way it was like portrayed, it doesn't seem like that would be any kind of issue for whatever reason, but strong against poison. Good thing I don't have poison. Ah, the poison. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that hurts. It hurts. Alright, what's in here? Venus flytrap for the whip. No. No, I need the healing. Do you not understand what kind of fight we're in? Most except from the base game. That's good to hear. That is very good to hear. That's what I was hoping. And I, like I said, I assumed that was the case. God dang. But I also didn't want, like, I don't know how it would necessarily spoil the things I've got going on, or if there's some weird story bit that wouldn't make sense or something, but... Oh, there we go. Aha. Even some of these quality of life updates they did in the most recent update are really nice, and I'm a big fan of. Ow. Like the fact that you can hover a dice over a number and it gets added. Like even like the small stuff like that is appreciated. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, fuck. I hit that in the wrong order. I always do that. I always hit Fury when I don't necessarily mean to. It's gonna Fury the, this to get massive health back. Mistakes were made. Cool. God. Bad rolls all around. I have shield 16 and I don't think it matters because I think it could still just cut in half, right? Ugh. That's fine. Okay. Avoided disastrous results there. What's in here? What you got? Shovel. Do I like shovel over... Oh, well, I also upgraded the hammer. Do I like it over Iron Shield? The potential to just do more damage and wreak more havoc over guarding myself? Sources say yes. Sources are agreeing with that opinion. Aha! Take that, you dire wolf. Yeah. Ooh, perfect. Clutch, 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 clutch. Alright, so I have to remember something is gonna get cursed. There it goes. I'm gonna level up, I think, anyway. Yeah. Okay, last stand, survive. No. Ah. Just grab that. It's fine. Alright. I just gotta make it through. God, I'm trying to remember how far I made it last time I attempted this episode. I don't think I got... I think I got to this floor and lost, like, early on. My thing is, like, I'm gonna have not a lot of health going into that final fight. That final boss. It's a little scary. Also, I don't think I've seen this guy before. Bounty Hunter? Huh. Also, fan favorite, Wicker Man. And by fan favorite, I mean my favorite, Wicker Man. Number 1. Number 2, Baby Squid. But Wicker Man is just so cool. Alright, Bounty Hunter actually scares me. I think I'm threatened. I'm getting very threatening aura about this. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, he's got a dope motorcycle thing. Tron motorbike thing. Shit for rolls. Okay. It's fine. Just do the damage, I guess. Uh-oh. He stole my shovel. Yeah, I thought like the whole time. Some are okay. Some I've passed very easily, and then there's some like this one I lost. I just remember I tried once and lost. And then there was one on either the witch or maybe the inventor. I ran my head through like 4 times and lost all 4 times, and then finally got it on like my 5th try. It's like on some Saturday I was just like, oh, this is just straight up gone. That's no longer there. That's upsetting. Okay, there's the 6 that I want. There's the 6 that I need. Guess I'm just rolling. Can't really do much now. That bastard. Stop stealing my shovel, man. Damn. Okay. I'm going, well, shot. Risky. Risky. It's fine. Let's go. And I'll take it. I'm gonna do it just to heal up more. Which has been my favorite so far? That's a good question. I partly want to say secret character Jester. I say secret character, like, whatever. But I feel like that's almost cheating, but it's, I think, a funny take on the whole thing, because this whole game is like always like a pseudo deck builder type game. And then when you get to the Jester and you finally unlock the Jester, not only do I like the way like the surrounding story bit of like how you unlock him and then he joins your team or whatever, but also then I like how it really goes to like a complete deck builder. Like the equipment builder genre is almost like a deck builder and you're like, oh, this is almost like a deck builder, and then it's just funny to get like the Jester, and then he literally has like a deck building mechanic to his whole thing. So I think that's pretty interesting. A Warrior's fine, but it's just kind of whatever. The Inventor, I'm not the biggest fan of. Witch is pretty difficult. Not bad difficult, but like it's just like a lot more thinking. Like every time I do a like Witch episode, those seem to go like super long because I'm just like constantly thinking about spells and stuff. There's a lot more to think of. I would have to honestly, I kind of like, if I'm going pure mechanics, it's going to be Jester or the Robot. I think the Robot, like press your luck almost mechanic, and then thinking about like, well, do I want to hold off on the dice, or do I want to use this dice but then I might get a higher number, or I might bust out and then not be able to use any abilities if I just completely roll, but I might get a higher number. Like that whole mechanic, that risk reward thing is actually super satisfying to me. So I'd say pretty close between Robot and long-winded answer that I'm sure you're like, just tell me who. Long-winded answer for my favorite is Robot or Jester. Did you have a favorite? Let me see here. Another hammer upgrade. Well, I've got a lot of money. I can heal 3, which seems super useful. I think I want to do that. Because at some point, I'm going to need a lot of health restored. Oh, hey, Crystalina. Thief is an interesting mechanic. That was like the one out of those 6 or so, I think 6 that there are that I just didn't mention there. Thief is interesting because it forces you to do like interesting little builds and kind of change up how you kind of think about completely. Like every time I've done Thief episodes, it's all about doing a bunch of little damage and then stacking like poison, which is not really like a build that I've done with like really any other character. Like it's all about wanting to roll low numbers, which is kind of cool. And the Inventor is fine, like for me personally. It's just, again, it's a lot more thinking. You have to constantly be juggling, like, do I want to use this item? Do I want to risk it having to choose to be broken down? What is the thing that it breaks down to? Will it help me in the next fight? Can I at least have one thing that'll break down to be something super useful for the next fight? Or if I break down some things and they're just duds, and then I'm, am I screwing myself into the next fight? Like, it's a constant, like, balance. Like a balancing act type thing. The poison builds are super interesting, and that's why I like the Thief. I just feel like it's really hard to pull off. I mean, I haven't played a ton, but it just seems like it's hard. It'd take a lot more work to do a good poison build and get like a really lucky amount of like equipment on like the Warrior or something to really like invest and really pull off a good poison build, in my opinion. It is at least what I get like feel from it all. Probably should reroll the 4 there. It's fine. Ow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no good. Okay, we're at 10. 10. 10. 10. Bump or shovel? Bump or shovel? This is intriguing. This, I probably would always want to try to get 6 anyway to do 6 damage. I feel like bump is, even though maybe limited uses, it every once in a while could be super helpful. This just seems like, sure, if you get 4 or something, but like you always want to aim for the higher one. And I've got the build already going where I kind of want to try to get like all dice showing 6 basically for these 3 weapons. I think that's the way to go. I'm gonna go in and just buy this. I'm gonna try to be smart here, not lose to the Wicker Man. The Wicker Man can do damage. Don't underestimate the Wicker Man just because of how adorable and simultaneously cool he looks. See, Slay the Spire is a game I know a lot of people liked. I never played. I've yet to play Slay the Spire. I assume at some point I'll get around to playing it. It seems like it's one of those destiny things. It's my destiny to get to it at some point. It just hasn't happened yet. Aha! Do I boost a 4 into a 5 and then 6, or just the 5? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm really overthinking that. I was severely overthinking that. That was a moment where I listened to what I said there, and I was like, wait, it's gonna be the same thing. Oh goodness, Austin. Oh goodness. That's how you know my brain's been through a long day here. Okay, we gotta beat him before he sets us on fire. Setting us on fire would be bad business. I'm gonna hope that weakens the fire staff here coming up. Yes. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, I did it again! That's rough. That's very upsetting. If I lose to this upcoming paper cardboard girl, just know that it was because I made that mistake right there. I did the Fury mistake again. That's a good point though. Like, I know you're halfway making a joke about it all, but the art style, I think the art style, the music, and then again, I can't speak specifically to Slay the Spire because I don't know, I haven't played it obviously, so I don't know how quick like rounds go or whatever, but all in all, like, rounds in this game don't take super long either, so it's like a mix of like the shorter episodes, and you can change to a different character, which changes the way you play, but then also the art style and the music, I feel, is conducive to like, not only that, oh, one more game mentality or something, but also just like that, you're like, you just enter like, again, maybe poor word choice, but like a trance almost, where you're just like transfixed on what's going on, and it kind of just like allows you to like weirdly focus a bit more. Just get into it. That makes sense. Oh, bad rolls, bad rolls. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good roll. Yes! Alright, I'll take it. Do 9 damage. That's rough. Yep. Oh, still got it though. Okay, not gonna make the mistake here. Better. Everything is fine. Oh, she can't even. That's good. That was lucky. Alright. We got a boss fight for the ages here, I assume. Let me check this one more time. Just a hammer. I mean, can't take this money out with me. Do I care to switch anything else out? Chocolate cookie. It's just, I don't have like a build that's conducive to just sinking high dice into that to make that even really effective, it seems. I mean, I have what? 5 dice. In theory, if I get good rolls and use them all, then I'd probably 1, 2, 3. I'd have like 2 left over that I could sink that into, but then I'm losing out on either using a hammer or bump. And bump has been like pretty used during my run here. Oh, it's her. The name I can't ever figure out what the correct pronunciation is. Bit more grungy. That I think I've seen like stills of the game, and that makes a lot more sense. Whereas this is obviously more cartoony and colorful. More fighting. I couldn't. I'm stuffed. Okay, just one more time. I like that bored animation she has. Okay, we gotta think here. 14 health. It's not much. In fact, it's quite little. Shit. Okay. Gotta go with the shock and the weaken. We gotta go fast. Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna do 9 damage with that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Damn. So next turn. She's gonna knock me out with the shield and just... Oh, well, when I attack, I see. I'm gonna for a second, I was like, oh, she's gonna have 9 shield and then whatever she adds, but I'm gonna be attacking the shield here. I understand. So I'm still at 14. I still need to do damage quickly here. Uh-oh. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Having just 14 health to work with. All she had to do was get a couple good rolls to add to the shield number, and then just bashed me. That sucks. Also, yeah, I mean, it's unlucky that my weaken didn't like weaken her shield adding ability. Like, I assume if it got weakened, maybe she could only add 1 dice, or it only had like 1 use, or capped what number she could add on there. So, oh god. Okay, well, that hurts. Let's try another one. Let's do Thief. We were talking about Thief. I'll do a Thief run before I have to end for the night here. Sure, the dungeons are getting harder. Maybe someone weak would give up. But this is a competition, and I'm still in it to win it. Great. It's a good, positive attitude to have. Yeah, it's super bad on luck. Like I said, it was unlucky I didn't get the weaken onto that shield adding thing. And then that she just got a bunch of like 5s and 6s to essentially add to there. On your first turn, all your dice rolls are 1. On your second, they roll 2. Third time, lucky. Nope. Third time, you roll a 3. Okay. I've never tried this one, I don't think. Let's give a cheer for Thief, who's playing to win wealth and also more wealth. It's a little unimaginative, but never mind. You know you can wish for whatever you like, right? I do know that. I don't think I've seen this guy before, too. Every once in a while, I see an enemy that I feel like I've never seen before, and I'm like, well, how do you do, you little slime? Let's go see him. Oh, he's strong against poison? I never would have guessed. Increase and reset all dice. This is an interesting mechanic. I'm curious. Let me... Okay, I see. Huh. Oh, so I probably shouldn't have. Okay. I understand. That's an interesting mechanic. Got me curious. I'm gonna have to really use the, this thing going on. And then if I'm on a number where it's like really difficult, then I'll just need to go through uptick really quick through like the 5s or 6s. What is slurp 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 slurp? Adorable. What I forgot to check what his leather armor odd, reduce 1 damage from each attack. That's cool. Trips do. Roll 3 dice at the current uptick value. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna stick that in there. Let's at least try to get some victory in here. So in theory, if I go like this, and then I do that, I then have a bunch of 3s to use. And then I can do that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but... Bam, 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 bam. Don't I play any other roguelikes? Trying to think what's the last, like, roguelike I played. Gosh. Definitely nothing on stream recently, I don't think. Let me check something. I'm actually hitting up the archives, because I just have the worst of memories. Yeah, definitely not anything recently on stream. I guess a while back I played SteamWorld Dig. And then also a while back I played Rogue Legacy, which I was a big fan of. But those were both like quite a while ago. So this one being like the most recent, obviously the most recent one, and the first in quite some time. And I keep meaning to, although I want to check out Rogue Legacy 2, But I have this thing about playing games in like early access state. Unless I'm really hankering for it, generally kind of opposed to seeing that because I don't want to ruin my experience. Like once it's fully released, I then want to kind of see it. And then Spelunky 2 recently came out, and I kind of want to really play that. But I also bought like a ton of games for the channel and for myself like recently. So I feel like I shouldn't like buy more. Yeah, SteamWorld was good. SteamWorld was surprisingly good. Like it was one of those where I wasn't expecting much, and then I played it and I was like, oh, that was actually really fun. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? Oh, pirate. Our friend the pirate. Okay, so uptick stays there. Interesting. Okay. I need to just blow through that then. It feels. Good question. I think it was just the original. I think it was just SteamWorld 1, and then I finished that and then was like, man, I should play SteamWorld Dig 2. And yeah, it was just the original SteamWorld Dig. And then I was like, it was that thing where I was like, oh, I should really play SteamWorld Dig 2. And it got by, so at some point I'd want to. But yeah, it was just the first one. It was short and sweet. I remember being... But it didn't like overstay its welcome at all. Like I appreciate how not long and draggy it was. Although I hear 2 does like a lot to like either vary gameplay or like massively kind of like expand on the original things. Because I remember SteamWorld Dig 1 was like a very small game. I think it originally came out, I may be talking out of my ass, but I think the original SteamWorld, I think, wasn't it originally like a DS, like a DSware, like a DSiWare, whatever, game for the DS. And then it came to other things later, I think. I could just be completely making that, but that sounds right. Okay, 2 is also short. That's good to hear, because I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't like it as much if it was like super, super long and just dragged on and like I said, overstayed its welcome. That's not bad for a first blind playthrough. 12 makes sense. Okay. As long as you agree with me, I feel like that was it. I think it was one of those games I remember way back in the day starting on DS and then got ported to other things later on. Because I remember at the time being like, oh, cool, like back on the interesting days of like DSiWare or DSware or whatever it was exactly called. A pirate cares for nothing or for loss. A pirate cares only for fighting and booze. Oh, should I have rhymed it with lose? Oh, it was lose. Win or lose. Booze. Duh. My bad. Two is much more focused on secret finding, which is super cool. I need to get back to I need to play SteamWorld Dig 2. So like I said, I liked the original a lot. Ah, shit. There was a small part of me, though, when you said roguelikes. I was like... I had to think about it. I was like, is SteamWorld Dig technically a roguelike? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. It's just because roguelikes and roguelite, whatever you prefer. I know they're technically like different things, but it's whatever. Minutia of words. But has really like expanded. Like the category itself has massively expanded. Feels. Give me... I don't like how much damage I have right now. Damage. Oh no, your boy's hurt. Aha. Right, exactly. Although I gotta say, I'm not upset that like roguelikes have become so popular these last several years. Because I think in general, it's a very cool, like game mechanic in general. And what that just means is that we get a lot more of them. And sure, the occasional one is going to be like a bum and not fun, but there's still like a bunch of like solidly made ones. Needs a 1, do that much damage, reusable, or 6. I'm gonna take this so that I have something to use when I get to that 6th round. I think Hall of Mirrors, then I can dump a 6 into there and get a dice for the rest of the fight. I think is the way to go. Although Dead Cells is another game I never played that I know a lot of people are really into. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Alright, let me think. 2. Bunch of 2s. I'm gonna go ahead and take the armor thing again. For fear of getting hit by needles. Oh, Hades. Everyone and their grandmas are talking about Hades recently. And that the whole reason I'd never got into Hades yet was because that only recently came out of, you know, early, I don't know why the term just immediately escaped from me. But, yeah, that only just came out, like, the first officially. And I really want to play Hades, if only just because everyone is talking about it. I'm gonna look into that. Hades for me might be... I could see myself doing that schedule-wise for myself. Maybe like late November, early December game. Just around the point where people will stop talking about Hades, everyone will be done with Hades, I'll probably end up picking up and getting into it, because that's generally how it feels like I always end up playing games. But I always get into them like right after everyone else is done with them. But yeah, everyone's talking about Hades, which is good, because Supergiant, right? Is it super? I always mix Supergiant and Supermassive. I think it's Supergiant that makes those games like Bastion over. Bastion was a massive fan of. Transistor, I tried playing 2 separate times. I played and restarted 2 separate times, and both times I bounced back and got into something else. Like, it just didn't, for some reason I really wanted to like Transistor, and it just didn't stick with me. Like, I loved everything about it, like art style wise and like gameplay wise concepts, but like both times I played it, for some reason I couldn't stick with it. And then Pyre, I have Pyre on PC, and I got it a while back, and I never played it. I haven't touched it yet. I want to one day try Pyre. But, yeah, everyone's talking about Hades. Like I said, everyone and their grandma's horny for Hades, dude. For multiple reasons. I'm super intrigued. Like I said, it goes back to the whole, like, in the past, like, month, I've bought, like, a ton of games, and I need to chill for just, like, a sec. But like I said, I could see myself getting into Hades, like, late November, early December, December-ish. Hopefully, like, before the year ends, I would think. Steel Gold. It's like, do I need a bunch of money right now? No. Roll 2 1s, Healing Crystal. I'm gonna go ahead with the Healing Crystal just so I have a healing option. Although the other thing, this is tempting, but... I am so glad that there's been a lot of discussion, not an uncomfortable amount, but it's just funny that one of the aspects of why everyone, why everyone says Hades is great is because just how the horniness just exudes from it. And I'm just really glad that part of the discussion is just constantly people are like, oh, it's super fun to play. Also, everyone is so fucking pretty. Even, like, the most minute of characters are just absolutely just so oozing attractiveness. And I'm like, this is the kind of discussion that I'm glad we on the internet can have about this game. I respect this. I'm glad we can all be horny for Hades. I think it's been, several months. We've been in the shitty situation we've been in. I think if I remember, scrolled up in chat, I think you had used, you spelled favorite with a U in it. So I'd assume you're maybe not. This is a very bold guess on my part, but maybe not American. Just because of that, unless I didn't read the favorite you had used correctly. But at least here, we've all been, mostly the smart people relegated to their households for a long time, several months here. I partly want to say that everyone just wants to discuss horny Hades because I feel like there's a lot of people that are, for lack of a better term, trapped in their houses, their domiciles, and love that it's a fun game, but also can just be outwardly horny for the denizens of the underworld, Like, there's... Okay, Australia. Oh, well, unless I'm, again, I don't mean to be, like, massively ignorant, but didn't, like, I know New Zealand, and I know New Zealand and Australia are different places. I'm not trying to lump, but I feel as if at least that area of the world handled the situation a lot better than we did over here. Oh, God. Speaking of, I think I titled the stream being Nightmare Country. So, yeah. Oh, 7th month of quarantine. Well, that's basically me Although, I guess, you know, on my front, I could technically be out and about if I was dumb. If I wanted to join the dumb masses. Just nightmare. Alright, get some 6s here. But yeah, pretty much my thesis is that Hades came out just at a good time where a lot of people are just horny. The overall state of the world is horny. This just in, the world is horny right now, you know? Yeah, I think a lot of the storylines and headlines I was reading about how New Zealand really conquered it quite well and handled it pretty well. I didn't know exactly how Australia was doing, but my just general assumption was that most countries other than us are handling it well. Oh, it needs to be odd. My bad. Hypnos, certified cutie. You know, I keep seeing like discussion and screenshots and everything of people discussing like their quotes favorite, you know, gods and stuff, and I keep having to like resist like checking them out, like just searching them online, because I want to see like all the designs during my first like actual playthrough of the game. So I'm like, every time someone's like, oh, this person, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll have to see him another time. I won't be able to share in your horniness, unfortunately. So I have to tell everyone, like, hey, I can't join in. Next to no second wave. Man. I wish. I wish we had that. Probably was a smarter way I could have done that. Nah, man, we're here in America. We are fucked. But also, I'm actually super afraid of it's holidays. Everyone's going to be congregating back together again. Everyone seems to have already forgotten that we didn't really get over it the first time correctly. With the change in weather, we're entering winter. It's going to be cold. You have other illnesses going around, and I'm just like, this is a nightmare. The rest of my family lives states away. I haven't been able to like take my like once a year trip home because I just don't want to like deal with flying. And I'm just like, fucking nightmare. Just end me now. Take me out. I'm gonna play Hades, then take me out. That's all I'm asking. Alright, what am I doing here? Bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum. That is an interesting fact. That is. I wish. I feel like there's a lot of people that say they had like a phase, or like maybe they still do to this day, got really into either Greek or Roman mythology and stuff. And like there was a very short time where I really wanted to be into it, and I gave it like a month or so, and then I just was like, it was probably like sometime in high school, and then I probably had to did a project on like the Titans or something, like Kronos, and then I was like, I really want to get into this, and then didn't, and then I decided not to and did something else with my time. I'm too lazy to follow through on it. I feel you about the family thing. Like I said, my situation is that I purposely moved states away from the rest of my family. But I still feel like generally bad that I can't do my obligatory like once a year visit to them to see them, because you know, whenever I talk to my like parents or whatever, they always let me know how sad they are that they aren't able to see me like during our summer here. And I'm just like, it's, you know, maybe someday, maybe. Who fucking knows at this point, though? Alright, I need to do damage here. I need to just go hard. Hard in the paint, they say. Stop hurting me. Alright, I think I can do this smartly. Nope, this was not actually smart. This was actually really dumb on my part, I feel like. Oh well, I'll finish the fight next round, as long as I don't die here. Bump ba-dum, bump 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 ba-dum, bump bump ba-dum. See that right now. Still have time. Yeah, those kinds of situations are rough. I totally feel you. It's one of those things where it's like, obviously you've looked at the situation and you realize how much of a benefit it is, even though you've got to put up with the jackassness of it all. And hopefully, I mean, obviously I don't know the how much left you've got of college or higher learning there if he's paying tuition. But hopefully once that's done, then you would have saved enough money by him paying tuition that then you could just leave then, if that's what you kind of like need and desire. Does that make sense? Like, hopefully it'll, you know, you just got to get through the rough part, and then it's done from there. Hopefully. That's rough. Obviously I don't know. I mean, I would not even be able to fathom how much, you know, how much this guy sucks. Like, obviously I can't just assume. But if I'm taking your word for it, and he is massively sucky, hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's just not much longer. And the thing is, again, I can't say how much he sucks or whatever and what you have to deal with in that situation, kind of situation. But just think that, like, if you're literally just looking at the two options of weighing like a life of like being saddled with like a crippling debt type thing versus however many years here, and then if after these few years you're then out of that whole situation, and then you just paid for that. But that is rough. I definitely feel for you. I've certainly have gone through moments when it's like family related that have felt like they're insurmountable and just unable to be worked out, and it was years, and then finally, like I said, and kind of like alluded to, like I got to the point where I was able to move out, and I went to so I can say on my front, I turned 18 and I moved states away to go to college. And by doing that, I took out student loans. I have massive student loans, but I got out of that, whole, I should, in case the recordings of these are found somewhere by a family member, I'm not likening my situation necessarily to what your situation may be or may still be or whatever. It wasn't that bad. It was just, I come from a large family. I lived with a massive family for 18 years, and I was like, I need to get out on my own and do my own thing. And I took that risk where I paid then out-of-state tuition, graduated college, and now I just I do my own thing, and I live, like I said, I live my own individual life, and don't have to deal with all of it. And yeah, life would have been a lot different. I don't know what point I'm trying to make. It's just that, yeah, I don't know what point I'm trying to make. I guess it's easy to be choosing the option you are like having tuition paid and you're living with your dad or whatever, and he sucks, and then to look at the other side and be like, oh, I'm sure that other side is greener, but it's really hard to actually know. And if this is a situation where it is over in a few years, then just think of how sweet those years will be once it's all done, So you don't have the large family kind of situation that I had. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes just getting away is what you need. But I would also stress, depending on your situation and everything, like, it might just be worth putting up with it, no matter how much it sucks right now, seemingly, to just ride it out and then make your exit in a better financial situation and everything. Because then you get to do your own thing and you're also better off. Because the reverse would be, I think, catastrophic, both for what your life would then end up being, but also what it would possibly do. Like, again, I'm assuming a lot here, but I think it would be bad for your life and even your mental state if you decided to live out on your own, do your own thing, and then if you still got saddled with debt, and then the debt became too much that you couldn't do your own thing, and then you had to go back. That seems like it would be a bad situation. Again, I'm assuming a lot in that type of situation, but that just seems to me like that wouldn't be desirable, if that makes sense. So it's better to make yourself safe and build up some kind of like pre-safety net. Not necessarily safety net, but a pre-safety net, if that makes sense. So that like you're setting yourself up for better success earlier and then striking out, before striking out potentially having to come back into the situation, if any of that makes sense. I feel like I'm making some kind of sense, but only maybe slightly. Only slightly, maybe. I'm doing less of playing the thief run. I apologize if my gameplay has not been grand while I'm actually trying to hold like a conversation. I like talking. I like part of striking out living on my own is part of the reason why I stream, is because I like conversations. But yeah, it's hard. I get it. It's rough and it sucks, and hopefully it doesn't Alright, I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm not, I feel like I'm maybe not being the smartest person here. Oh, I just leveled up too. Wow, I was not smart with that at all. That's what I get for talking over actually playing well. Magic Spear needs to be 6, do 10 damage. That actually seems pretty good. Duplicated dice. If I did Magic Spear instead of Hall of Mirrors. I haven't really been using leather armor either though. So what if I did... Oh, I can't click. What if does 14 damage? Oh, it's you. Great. I thought it might be Marcia. Great friend, really great. That fire and those chemicals are tricky mix. Tricky mix. Bandage can just take any dice. Healing. Max 4. Reduce poison by 1. I mean, does 14 damage. That's pretty good. I mean, +1. Give me just a simple dagger upgrade, since that's still my main weapon, the weapon of choice, as they would say. I really hope I do win this though, because I kind of, with the loss in that warrior run earlier. What are the odds I get 2 3s out of this? Aha! You dumb super marshmallow. Okay, well, you didn't have to hit me so hard there. So if I do this, I'm just gonna I'll just end it next turn. We'll finish it. Sign. Oh, well, there goes that. Heal up. Heal up. I'll go ahead and do this. Or I can do this 2 more times, or 1 more time. Attempting to be smart. It's difficult for me, but I'm trying. Alright, what do we got here? Teleport spell for rat. Rat. I forgot I even picked up teleport spell. Inflict the poison, roll a new dice. Sure, I'm not gonna use it, but... Lockpick. Beh. Buff snowman, direwolf. Alright, let's go. Show me what you got, snowman. Oh yeah. Buff snowman mixed with Kool-Aid man. Alright, we're on 5s here. I'm gonna go ahead, get 6s. Do that, do that, do that. Oh, only got 1 odd. How unfortunate. I'm gonna... Guess it doesn't matter which one I stick that on. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, hurt. Hurt. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I definitely have to do this. Cover some health. 3, 4. So 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 20, 24. So that means I could stick 1 of these on there and then finish this fight here. Like this. Yeah. I'd probably like Aphrodite. The one thing I've heard about, it might have been Aphrodite or someone. I know there's one that's like barely clothed or whatever. Honestly, the day I start playing Hades, even though I'm mostly just I'm actually into women, I'm down to seeing attractive dudes as well. Like, I'm equal opportunity seeing of attractive video game cartoon characters. Fuck it at that point, you know? Alright, I'm gonna die, aren't I? This is not gonna work. This is just not going to work for me, I feel. Max of 3, max of 3. So, in theory, I can't die in 1 turn. In theory, I will have at least 1 more turn after this. In theory. I could split and get a 2, or I can set this to... We'll see how smart that was. I am an equal opportunity horny guy. I don't know how to say it. I am equal opportunistic. You know? You just... How the fuck do I get over this turn now? Let me see. It's gonna do more poison. I could, in theory, just spend all these 1s and just heal a bunch. I could, in theory, do this. And go Is there a difference? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I threw all of this into here, that'd be 6. If I spent 2 to boost this up to 3s, I'd be on 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. But then I'm wasting all my 3 turn on that. You see what I'm saying? I feel as if my best option right now is to play to get some health. This might not be smart, but oh, this is not feeling great. Okay. I think I can do this. I think I can hit trips. Now I've got a bunch of 3s. We got a bunch of 3s working. I still need health. Shit. 3, 6, 9, 3, that'd be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. 28, and then they would just have to get I mean, another alternative is I put a 3, a 4, a 5 in, then I have a 6, 6, 6, 6. 6 give me another dice. I could also do spear, that'd be, but I'm still like pretty shit low on health at that point. I basically, the worst things that could happen, the curse I'm not too worried with. This could do 3, that could be 3, that'd be 6, adds these to that, 6, then poison, would be up to 4. So if I have, technically, if I can get to 11 health, then I'd be safe. Problem with that is that to get to 11, I'd have to sink 5 of these into here. If I take 1 off. Oh, this is real tough. I'm not gonna lie. My Tuesday night brain is not built for this. I either can sink 5, be sure that I get 1 more round in, but then I have to deal with a bunch of 4s is the problem. Then I can take 1 off and then risk that if it gets 2 3s out of his 4 dice, then I'd be really fucked. But I could do a bit of damage. Let's go. I can split a dice into 2. That seems like a smart thing to do. That seems like a smart man's move. And then have to throw this in there. This is the ultimate choice. No, because I already threw, so I can throw. Now it's the ultimate choice. Use all these, guarantee myself 1 more turn, or risk using 1, and then if he gets 2 3s, then I'm fucked. What are the chances that he gets 2 3s, you know? What are the chances? What are the chances? Oh! Alright, well. Too smart for me. Well, this doesn't feel great still. I'm gonna split 3. I essentially need to get I think I still might just lose. I don't think I have enough dice to. I think maybe I might have been able to pull it off. Okay, I need to throw this in there. This in there. did bad. I did a bad there. I definitely messed that up. I fucked up. I should have probably on the 5 thrown a 5 onto like, or a 3 onto here maybe, because it's gonna get down to. I really done screwed the pooch, as they say. Well, too bad I don't have trips active. That's the real unfortunate thing. Yeah. Cool. 2 losses, but that's all right. Tonight was too much. I needed a chill game, for sure. Even the 2 losses I'll take if it's losing ain't so bad when you're playing this, if I'm being quite honest. I do have to part though for the night. I do need to get sleep before I have to be up early tomorrow, so that'll do it for the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. It's been a nice hour and a half or so, for sure. I hope you know, what you mentioned later in the stream and at the top, you know, if you're bummed about life or a certain situation, and also if you're feeling sick or anything, like, I hope that gets better, like I said, sooner rather than later. Just take it easy on yourself. It's really simple to let shitty life and shitty people and shitty situations get the best of you. I mean, God, everyone knows I've certainly have let that happen to me many times, and still to this day will constantly let everything drag me down. But yeah, you just gotta push through and hope for a better day the next day. And if the next day isn't better, then you just gotta keep going and rolling with it, and hopefully come out at the end better situation and everything. Yeah, of course. Take it easy. Take it easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself, and yeah, hope you feel better sooner.